everybody, JP here, and today we're going to take a look at a way to recreate some of the really cool natural ambience that Dave Jerden liked to get on lead guitars. Dave described doing this with a wall of amps in a big room, big live room in a studio, and he would use two microphones in an MS configuration, mid-side configuration. Now, mid-side is probably more commonly known with a cardioid pointed at the center or mid image, and then a figure 8 mic behind it or just under it, depending on how you line them up, pointing out at the sides. And then what you do is you take both of those signals onto your console, you mult the figure 8 or duplicate it, and then you flip the phase on one of those duplicates of the figure 8, and you pan them hard left and right opposite one another. And as you raise or lower the mid, the stereo width gets either wider or narrower relative to that level. And it's really fun to do. I don't have a big room here, and I really don't have great mics for it. Dave Jerden talked about doing this with a pair of Neumann U67 tube mics, and he would actually use them both in figure 8. He would use figure 8 for the mid or center image in order to get more of the rear in it as well. And you could use Omni in that position as well. Cardioid just happens to be probably the most well-known way to do it. But I wanted to see if I could use a couple of plugins to recreate it. So first, I did my best Jerry Cantrell impression on the lead guitar that you heard there, just to walk through that. I used the Nembrini Bogner Ecstasy for a Jerry Cantrell lead tone. I'm on channel 3. And I've got that going through Summit compressor and a little bit of EQ. That's the Bogner by itself. Then, after I was happy with what I played, I duplicated it and ran it through the Suhr SE100, which I really like. Just to kind of thicken up the Bogner tone, I wanted a little bit of, let me show you what they sound like together. So that's the same level, both of them together. So very complementary. And I want the Bogner to be the focus, so I've got the Suhr backed off. And I'm compressing and EQing the Suhr basically the same way. And let me mute the delay for now. We'll talk about the delay in a little bit. We're really going to focus on this Guitar Room MS channel, so let me pre-fade these. That way you can hear this by itself. So that's our room. That's our MS room. And I'm sending those guitar amps into Sound City in reverb mode. Got a C24 in Omni and a U67 left and right stereo. And I'm not using the close mic at all. I don't think I'm doing, no processing. No additional processing. And I'm on 412 Live Guitar Room. Now, they don't have a dedicated MS microphone mode, but I thought this combination would be a lot of fun to work with. So the next thing it's going through is this Chandler Germanium compressor, which I've been using lately and really love. Actually, that's Sound City by itself with the Chandler bypass. See how the stereo image changes when I engage it? So I'm in mid-side mode here. So the left is mid and the top is mid and the bottom is the side. You see, I'm compressing them slightly differently. I'm actually compressing the center a little more extreme because I want that to support the lead guitar tracks, which are all in mono. and I'm compressing the left and right sides a little less. I'm only at 3:1. I'm not pushing them quite as hard into gain reduction. But the real trick here is over here, this germanium drive section, which sounds fantastic, by the way. In fact, Chandler, if you happen to be watching this, or Softube, I would kill for just that in a plugin. Really, really cool. But the way we're using it here is these are basically our faders for blending mid and side. So if I back that down, now it's all side. If I back that down, it's all center. So I do want a little more side in the image because we've already got a very strong center from the amp tracks and also from compressing the center a little harder here. And let's take this on and off. So that's the guitar without it. That's just both guitar tracks dry. See? Really adds quite a bit of dimension. And the delay adds a nice little touch there. I know Jerry Cantrell had a Rocktron and Televerb in his rack back in the day. And in the studio, he could have used anything. Show you him using Valhalla delay, which sounds fantastic. I've got a little bit of ducking. 240 milliseconds left, 316 to the right. A little bit of detune. And a little bit of the drive and age to the sound. So the delay sounds nice by itself, but I'll tell you, that MS room, it just makes the guitar three-dimensional. For the guitar nerds out there, I used my Gibson Les Paul and a Morley wah pedal. I realize Jerry has his own signature Dunlop pedal by now. The Dunlops have a little bit more of a wider sweep to them than the Morleys, but my Morley was just the easiest one for me to use for this. It was the closest, if I'm being completely honest with you. I wasn't sure where my Dunlop was. It's hidden somewhere. But yeah, I hope my Jerry Cantrell impression wasn't that bad, and I hope it got the point across, because this is a really fun technique. Yeah, you don't necessarily need the same plugins. I think any natural room sounding reverb could do it. I just, as you guys know, I love the Sound City. I've been using it like crazy for the last few months since I bought it. And the Germanium comp, I think, is the most recent thing that I bought, and yeah, absolutely loving it. I'll be using this a lot on drums in some upcoming videos, because I'm finding new ways to enjoy it almost every day, it seems. And this is another one. This is one of the first times I really got into mid-side processing on any compressor, and I really love it. A lot of fun. So again, please like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. I appreciate all of your contributions. You guys really keep me going with this stuff. So until next time, see you soon. Later.